Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toffee Bluecast match reaction. Wolves v Everton. The score was Wolves 2, Everton 3. Me and Luke are going to give our reaction on the Toffee Bluecast, and we know we've got loads of Toffee Bluecasters in the house. It'll be in the comments. We want your opinion as well, what you thought of the game. We want your reaction after the game. So do get involved. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe. We're on our way to 7,000 subscribers. So let's get there. Let's try and get to 10,000 this season. That'd be great for Toffee Bluecast. We do bring the Evertonians together. Right. Luke, how are you feeling after that? Let me put the banner along the bottom as well, because there's quite a few things for me to write down with the goal scorers here. It was 3-2. Mad game.
Yeah, it was an absolutely excellent game today. Yeah, Wolves certainly did make it easy for us by any means. We need to certainly have a little look at our defence, though. A couple of moments there that actually could have easily cost us the game. But overall, it was an absolutely solid game. Great to see an actual physical game for a change. None of this silly, bloody farting about, falling over for anything sort of business. We actually got into each other with a nice little physical, mentality to it. But yeah, I have to admit, like someone said, Michael Keane, he has been our best defender for so far this season. And to be honest, that's not taking it away from Michael Keane. He actually has stepped it up. He has been doing really well these past few games. I hope Tarkowski actually gets out of whatever rut he's in. Maybe when Branthwaite comes back, that might actually help lift him up. But overall,
it's interesting because saying that, though, I mean, it's all difference of opinions. I thought Michael Keane, when he pulled over on that first set, the goal that they scored, he didn't need to pull over that much. I think it left us with just one centre-back when he pulled over. So, but then he's done well other games. But because I think that Michael Keane's playing better doesn't mean that I probably shouldn't call him out for that goal. Do you know in the comments, do get involved. By the way, Paul is at theatre today as well. For anyone that's wondering, where's Paul as well? He's going to theatre. He's got a lot on, and he's going to have a cracker. But he did send me a thing, and he said he's doing your Royal Rumble 5, and he's got all your players. He's got the scoreboard of how you're all doing with assists, because there's a lot of assists and goals with the players today. So he has got that on him. I mean, we'll try and put an order through this, Luke. The first goal, when you go away to a stadium at Wolves, and Wolves haven't got much confidence, I think it's massive that we try and score early and make sure that we knock them down whilst they are down. And that we did. Beto scoring really quick, 7 minutes in, was it? And a cracking goal it was. What did you think on the goal, Luke? Talk to me about the first goal. And in the comments as well, what did you think on the first goal?
Yeah, first goal was absolutely brilliant to me, and it was pretty much the build-up play was nice and steady. We didn't go too mad with it. The ball in for Grealish to header right across the face of goal for Beto, right through to Beto, just on a nice little subtle redirect in. Nice to see him getting himself on the score sheet. It's been a while since Beto's actually scored in the Prem, isn't it? It's been probably a good 4 or 5 games since he last scored in the Prem. By the way, not in all competitions. Yeah, overall,
but he scored in the friendly as soon as he come on, and he's just scored now, and that's his last 2 games. He's come on for 30 minutes and scored, and then he's just come on here and started in 7 minutes and scored. So he's scored probably 2 goals in the last 45 minutes that he's played. It's an interesting one with Beto because there's a lot of criticism for him, but he's one of those players that's frustrating to watch sometimes because he'll do 50% wrong, 50% right, but he does score the goals. 5 and 5 last season. So there's a lot of critics out for Beto, but he does score sometimes, doesn't he? And this was a big goal, the first goal.
Yeah, absolutely. That first goal was absolutely critical, to be honest, though. I think with us hitting the ground running as quickly as possible and putting Wolves on the back foot was probably the key thing, because Wolves came out with the intent of trying to draw blood early. They wanted to get something on us as quickly as possible because they went 2 goals without scoring a single goal. Sorry, did I say 2 goals without scoring a goal then? 2 games without scoring a single goal. And whilst they needed to get something on their plate soon, and I think if we would have waited just a little bit longer for us to have scored, they would have more likely have gotten the first blood on us.
Yeah, I just think they would have grown in confidence. And you could see that when, I mean, we'll talk about it later on, when they went 3-2 towards the end of the game, there was all over us. So I think it was massive that we didn't let Wolves gain confidence. Well, I say that you could see that later on. We went 1-0 up. Beto got the goal in 7 minutes. We'll move on to the next goal. I do think that we let them score too early. I mean, we got a goal in 7 minutes, and that Wing Min Chan scored in 21 minutes. So we let them back in too easy. And that was the goal where I did say to you, it was just drawn over. Michael Keane went over to help Mikolenko. We got dragged over to our left hand side, their right hand side, down the right wing. They put the simplest ball across the box, and it was an absolute tapping. What's frustrating is when you watch our first goal, we go Beto, Grealish, really good interplay on our goal, and we had to work hard for it with good carving passes. But then when Wolves go and score their goal, we give it to them on a plate. Why are we making teams gifting other teams goals and making us work hard for goals ourselves? I don't get that. It's frustrating. It was just too easy, wasn't it, Luke, that goal to make it 1-1?
It was way too easy. And I mean, as much as we want to blame Michael Keane, I think Tarkowski has to have a little bit of a hold his
In the
hands up
middle
in
as
some
well, yeah.
situations, because in that situation, it was pretty much he was marked onto Huang. Rather than trying to get ahead of Huang and trying to be between him and the goal, he decided not to. He decided to turn around to James Garner, start shouting to James Garner as if to say, try and track down. It's like, why are you doing that? Honestly, why are you doing that? We need to sort that out. I mean, in all fairness, all he had to do in that situation was just cut it out, just cut inside and either lunge across and try and clear it away, or just body block. It wouldn't have been too hard for him to do that, but instead he just looked to James Garner, who's miles away, trying to tell him to bloody come back when he's the centre back who should be covering it.
I think David Moyes will go mad at the defenders if they do stuff wrong. That's the only thing that comforts me. That Moyes will go mad at these players. He won't like easy goals given. Moyes hates that. He'll fume.
No.
He'll say you shouldn't be gifting goals away like that. So that's one thing that does make me feel better, that I do feel like Moyes will be on it. I mean, I've got the goal in front of me here. Obviously, you can't put it on the screen, but this is straight back and a good bounce back by Illiman and Jai. And it's a good interlock, really good play across the box, but Beto making himself a nuisance. Sometimes with Beto, what he does is he don't get on the ball, but he drags defenders in, and the ball will come across the box. And a nice tap in from Illiman and Jai, cracking goal, good interplay, good passing, link up play. We're seeing nice passing like Dewsbury Hall, Grealish, and Jai, and then Beto making himself a nuisance. I really do think we're seeing these new players start to link up in these tight spaces that we don't normally pass the ball. And what a goal it was by Njai. Let us know in the comments as well. What did you think of the goal that made it 2-1? Luke, what did you think?
Yeah, it was a cracking little goal, really. Yeah, so the way the actual workup was, with it, the way the build-up was, it was absolutely perfect. So you had everything set out the way it should be. So pushing up, we were nice and hard with the push up, bringing it out, bringing it in. And just that, like you said, the whole thing with Beto, he was with the intent of scoring, but his little bit of a mess up actually worked in our favour in a way. I don't want to say mess up, but the way he positioned himself made it perfect, because he just let the ball go through him, and then Dye was able to just be there to clean it up. So having that extra person in the box really worked out for us in this situation. I do think more players need to be getting in that box. So, I mean, in most situations, you only ever having like 2 to 3 players. We need that extra one in the 6-yard box or even the 18-yard box to just catch the loose ball.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I was just looking at the goal now. Obviously, I can't put it on the screen. So we're being a nuisance in the corner flag. Grealish gets it. Beto flicks it back out to Dewsbury Hall. So Beto gets involved. Grealish flicks it. Nice little turn from Grealish to Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall across. Beto nearly gets on it again. And then Njai hits it. So twice Beto doesn't do what he's supposed to do, but gets involved in it twice. One knocking it to Dewsbury Hall, where I don't even know whether he meant to, but it was a good knock to Dewsbury Hall. That Dewsbury Hall and Grealish, that was sexy. That was a number 10 and Grealish. That was a nice interplay. And Grealish, just the turn that he puts him in, Grealish, it's just a cutback where he cuts the player out. Dewsbury all on the same length, puts it across the box. Beto nearly gets it, obviously tries to score. And because the defender's drawn into Beto, Iliman Ndiaye at the back, where he seems to be getting these goals, he got one with the Grealish assist. So fantastic goal. I love to see it as well because a lot of the players that we all want to see involved as well, Grealish, Dewsbury Hall, Beto being a nuisance, and then Ndiaye tapping it in. So I really did like to see that goal. It was a good goal, wasn't it, Luke?
Yeah, absolutely. And alongside the assist from Dewsbury Hall, you got to give him points for jumping over the Buddy Wolves player to get to the ball. I mean, how many people do you know who would actually willingly, jump over the player rather than just going through their knee and taking the foul? But I'm just watching it myself there. So Beto watching that is intent. It almost looks like he wants to intend to back heel it in a way. Does anyone ever remember a while ago? I know it's the wrong side of the park, but Daniel Agger actually scored one. Basically, the ball came through and he sort of swished it behind himself to get it past. It's kind of like, how can I put it? It's like a Cruyff turn as a shot, if you get what I mean. But overall, though, absolutely cracking goal. And I'm surprised Iliman Ndiaye didn't get booked for his little celebration as well. Pretty much similar to what he did against Brighton last season, where he was doing the celebration, mocking the icon of the opponent's badge, doing the sort of thing. It made me laugh, that.
Yeah, it was a cracking celebration. I haven't got the picture, but I did put it on the cover of this channel now. So when you click on the cover, you'll see Iliman Ndiaye doing that, and I'm seeing it going around everywhere already. He did the seagull celebration against Brighton, and we said on the channel, actually, I was saying to Paul said, "Oh, I'm gutted that he didn't do the seagull celebration," and maybe he was listening, because this time he brought something even better. He did the werewolf celebration, and I absolutely love him for it. It was a cracking celebration. It was, the big bad wolf, you know what I mean? Iliman Ndiaye putting the wolves to shame. But it was a cracking goal, cracking celebration. I like it. Some people won't like it. Some people will take it too serious, but that's what football's about, scoring and ripping the other team. And that's what Iliman Ndiaye did. Cracking goal, cracking time to score. And a good time to score as well, because we go in half time up. I think that's massive as well. We go in at half time at 2-1. Just want to say again, people, Paul has got all your scores on your goal scorers and assists on the competition. He is at theatre tonight. Shelley asked where he was just a minute ago. Paul's in the comments as well. He is at theatre. But cracking goal to make it 2-1.
Yeah, absolutely. And from there, it was pretty much a matter of we just kept control of the game. At some point, we basically looked like we were just training. In a way, we were just doing a little bit of tiki-taka training, because you had Jack Grealish, Iliman Ndiaye, Dewsbury Hall, James Garner, and Jesse Garner-Gay basically passing between each other in the centre of the park, the left of centre of the park, around the Wolves players, just bouncing it between each other, having a nice casual time with it. And that even led into the build-up for the third goal. So the third goal itself, that you're probably watching right now, and I'm watching as well.
Yeah,
in the second half.
Well, I'm getting it all.
Pretty much you had Iliman, just Garner-Gay passing it through to Grealish, who passes it just past Dewsbury Hall, who puts a nice first touch onto it, underside of the bar, right into the net, and that celebration as well. Another funny little celebration, a nice casual jaunt across the away fans. But it was pretty much...
I like that one. Decent.
Actually, no, that was a mistake there. So basically, Mikolenko hit the ball into the Wolves player that bounced back to Jesse Garner-Gay, who puts it forward to Jack Grealish into Dewsbury Hall for that lovely goal. Nice first touch. He hit it just at the right time as well. If he hit it any higher, if that ball had bounced even slightly higher, I do worry that probably would have went over the bar. But it's nice on the half volley. Beautiful. Also, you need to tell him that he's going to watch the theatre. He's not in theatre. Because you're making it sound like Paul's going under the knife as well.
Yeah, he probably is going under the lights, to be fair. You don't know Paul. I bet he does end up on stage. He'll end up on stage. I went to a circus last night, and I can 100% see Paul being on stage. He's going to be on stage. Lucy Jenkins says, what a week. Went to the stadium Wednesday, met the players at the hotel. As we're live and 2 wins as well, she's saying. Yeah, so
brilliant.
It is pinch your skin. I mean, in the comments earlier on, the one that I chucked up, I I just watched Leeds first half against Newcastle, and they're not a bad team. You think you automatically think because Leeds come up, oh, we lost against them, that was crap. But they just hold Newcastle to a draw first half, and they probably could have scored 2 or 3. I don't think we played well that Leeds game. I don't think the new players have bedded in. I'm seeing now Moyes start to do his thing, and he's putting the players where he wants them, and he's finally got Dewsbury all up to speed. He said Jack Grealish still needs to get fitter. Moyes, we're not the best we can be yet. Let's just say that, because we're going to get better and better. When I watched us today, you could see us go through the motions, but you could see little things start to work with Grealish and Dewsbury all. It's not all clicking yet, but you can see stuff now starting to click all around the pitch. And we've got fancy players. We're becoming more of a possession team, and we're a lot more attractive to watch. Defence, we've got to tighten up. It wasn't as good, but I think when we're more of an attacking team now, our defenders aren't used to that. They're used to being pinned back every game. So I think sometimes we will get caught out like we did, and we need to be aware of that. We play a different style now, but it's fantastic that we have got real trickery players and ones that can carve passes in. The transfer window's been fantastic, hasn't it? When you see the way Grealish and Dewsbury Hall played today, hasn't it, Luke?
Yeah, I'll be honest. The transfer window has actually been rather kind to us. In all fairness, I mean, the business has been done behind the scenes has been nothing short of phenomenal. I just hope Diblin gets a bit of a start. Hasnu comes back from his injury nice and well. And from there, we just build. If we can get ourselves another right back, maybe another number 6, and hey, at a push, maybe an extra striker. Now that Chimiti's going out, we need to. What's in? We could definitely be looking at potentially European spots, especially with the players, with the teams around us at the moment. I mean, right now we're 5th in the table. I mean, how often can we actually say that with confidence? Oh yeah, we're sitting 5th at the table now, coming into the international break. That's great to hear. I mean, if we were to stop the season right now, I'd be absolutely made up. You know what? Can anyone do something to try and stop the season right now? We'll finish it here. We'll go into Europa League.
Well, normally the Everton curse is that when we start playing well, because we don't play very well often, the international break comes and then we come back crap. I'm hoping that this new era in this new stadium that we've got rid of that and that we can actually go away, have a bit of fun, and come back actually still playing well and still up for the game. I'm hoping we're different now, but we don't want this international breaks. International breaks are crap anyway, but it's a bad time for it to come because we've won our last 3 games now. Yeah, won our last 3 games. I know it was only a cup game, but still, we probably wouldn't normally win that. We'd go extra time and go out or something. But yeah, we're playing fantastic. 3-3. What more can you want for the start of the season? And like I said, I think we are going to get better and better. The defence, obviously, we spoke about it at 3-1. Dewsbury Hall's just made it 3-1. We'll speak about the last goal. We don't want to be conceding goals that late because I'm excited about the win. I don't want to put a dampener on it, but they could have come back and drew. They had a couple of chances where Pickford made a good save and they just hit it wide of the post. And so the fact that we conceded late wasn't good.
No.
And also, they did have a lot of chances. We've got to stop that, haven't we, Luke? I'd rather us just go 2-3 goals ahead.
Yeah. So it's pretty much at the 79th minute. The goal was so easily preventable. I mean, I would have to probably put the blame of this one on Mykolenko. Mykolenko wasn't checking his shoulder. Pretty much have a wide ball coming into the 6-yard, into the edge of the 6-yard box. Michael Keane sort of stammers a bit. I think looking at this, watching this now in hindsight, Michael Keane a little bit more of an oomph about him, and he just lunges his foot in. It's very easy for that to just go out for the corner. Very easy for us to go out for the corner. And from there, that would just frustrate the Wolves players and the fans even more because even though they have a bit of hope, we are probably one of the best teams to defend a corner. I mean, when was the last time we conceded from a corner? If anyone knows that one off the top of their heads. But I mean, looking at that.
Especially with Barry back as well. I think Barry made a really good headed clearance from the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, but like someone said there, schoolboy defended by Mykolenko. I mean, I would give him the benefit of the doubt that he's come back from an injury. So chances are fatigue might be the factor there. He's basically run the round, tired on the pitch, and he's just not checking
He's done
his
He's
shoulders.
done them a few times, Luke, where I don't think it's even fitness. I think it's just that he doesn't want to be in that situation and he's waiting and waiting instead of taking control of the situation and just clearing the ball. And he's just kind of
Yeah.
folded. If you see him, he's like curled up in the ball, folded, and not done anything. It was kind of a Michael Keane moment, to be fair, that Michael Keane did do this game, but he just didn't react. His feet looked stuck in the mud. He didn't react. All he had to do is just get something on the ball, get rid, take control of the situation. And Mikalenko, he just looked like his feet were stuck in the mud. And obviously, it was his fault. It could have been dealt with. So it was like people say in the comments, it was a poor goal to concede. But Abo then says here, which is true, other seasons, they would have come back and drew or maybe even won that game. So we are progressing. That's one thing I will say. We did see the game out at 3-2.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for us to have walked away from Wolves, it's been so long since we've actually won at Wolves. It's been the last time we did that. It was under Carlo Ancelotti, and
Yeah, they are.
I mean that was a 2-1 win. So it was a 1-goal deficit win that we won by, and it was a Wooby and Michael Keane of all people who scored for us. I mean, Jesus Christ! I think Michael Keane. Look at that squad at the moment. I think Michael Keane is actually the last player under the Ancelotti era, isn't he? In that squad. Oh no,
Yeah,
Pickford as well. Pickford. Sorry.
Yeah, Pickford, but he don't count because he's just a legend.
Oh yeah, Pickford's been through it all. He's basically
Altel says
top.
has just put in the comments. We look a lot stronger. Just need to stop the sloppy defending and go back to our defensive game like last season. Yeah, because it was our strength last season. That was something we was confident in. So it's weird to see that something that we are actually struggling with is defending a little bit.
Yeah, it's like what I said. I actually did a post-match video. I'm currently uploading that as we speak, and I even said what we seem to do as a team. When our defense goes up, our attack goes down in terms of quality. And then when our attack goes up, our defense goes down in quality. We can't seem to find that middle ground with
Balance.
it.
Yeah.
I think once, like someone said there, I mean, you've got both Liam and Shelley basically saying we need Branthwaite back. He will be back by the end of September. The prediction is hopefully by the time, I think even after the international break, there could be a chance that we could see him for a couple of minutes here and there. I mean, it is like a lot of people are even saying. I mean, Tarkowski, he seems to be a bit of a lost soul at the moment without Branthwaite. I mean, well, what you normally found is Tarkowski always had Branthwaite's back and Branthwaite always had Tarkowski's back. So if Tarkowski faltered, Branthwaite was straight into it and vice versa. The two of them basically were always on each other's back. Well, he had each other's back. They were back to back. And I mean, it's like I say, it's once we get him back, it could potentially be all of a sudden we've got ourselves a team that's all attacking and all defending. We basically would having constant wins. Jack Grealish getting all the assists, and Beto, Grealish Hall all getting the goals. And we're just getting all the clean sheets. We could end up going through and end up winning the bloody league by just having Branthwaite fit and healthy. I mean, to be honest, if you look at the rest of the teams in the table at the moment, Liverpool, they're doing great on attack, but their defense is basically championship level. Man U, they have to rely on the referee to give them a penalty in order for them to win. Chelsea are they're hitting hard at the moment. They're doing really well. I mean, they've got the referee helping them as well. I mean, who else? Tottenham, they faltered a bit today. So at the moment, we're level on points with
Man U struggled as well against Burnley. The thing is, though, the games ain't easy. You look at all around and you think to yourself, you know what? Like David Moyes said in the presser, Wolves is not an easy game. You think it is because they've lost a lot of players and they're low in the league. That's only just started. But it wasn't an easy game. Wolves will beat some teams. They're a hard ground to go to. They're dirty. They've got some dirty players. And a lot will struggle with Wolves. And I think the way we went to their grounds, turned them over, scored 3 goals, took 3 points from them. I was really proud of us today. I do think if the good thing about David Moyes is he does things just game by game. You watch us and we just do enough. It's not that pretty, but we just did enough and we got the 3 points. And that's all you want. It doesn't matter if you win 6-0, freaking 20-0, as long as you get the win. And we did. We got the win today. And there was a lot of positives. Again, there's more and more positives every time we look at it. And when I watched Moyes under West Ham get that Europa League conference position with West Ham, it was very similar. A lot of people didn't think West Ham was an incredible team, but they just kept stacking up the wins. And I didn't even know West Ham was going to get Europa League conference position because they didn't look like that much of a good team. But then you see that just Moyes does keep winning these games and stacking the 3 points. And I think that's what he's going to do with us, because like you fantasy us against everyone, don't you? There's not really a team we're scared of this season.
The way the rest of the league, yeah, I mean, looking at the rest of the teams in the league, only one I'd be a little bit antsy about would be either Chelsea or Arsenal. The rest of them, it is physically possible to absolutely batter them pillar to post. I mean, Sunderland at the moment, they're doing pretty well, but their defense is full of holes. Bournemouth, again, similar sort of thing. Basically, a bit of a patchy defense, and when you score past them, they don't seem to want to back themselves up. Man U, bloody hell, they're falling apart at the bloody seams. They're falling apart faster than bloody Old Trafford. Man City, they seem to be a bit of a lost cause at the moment. They don't seem to have much going on behind the scenes. I mean, Pep looks like he's got an eye on the exit. Burnley, they're one of the newly promoted teams. They look like they could potentially up and down very quick. Everyone seems to have issues in the squad. I mean, don't get me wrong, Everton have got issues in the squad. But we seem to be the ones who are like almost like the dark horse inside of the bloody league at the moment. Like a lot of people look at us and go, it's just Everton. But the second Grealish gets himself into gear, Dewsbury Hall's getting himself into gear, and Die. I mean, the fact that we've got a front three. I mean, we don't even take Beto or Barry into consideration to the thing. I mean, just having Grealish, Dewsbury Hall, and then Die as the bloody three is terrifying. It's honestly terrifying. Is this like your Haaland, De Bruyne, and bloody Rodrigo? Is that the next thing that we've got?
We have got a cracking partnership. Keep flooding your comments in, people. I'm trying to get all the comments on the screen as we go. We'll read some I'll put up and just get them on the screen as well. But I don't know who was man of the match. So someone tell me who was man of the match. But I'm going to ask you, Luke. I'm going to give mine. And I'm going to ask people in the comments who their man of the match was. Who was man of the match? Do we know?
The official man of the match, according to SofaScore, would have been Dewsbury Hall. He got an 8.5. I mean, personally, I would have given it to Jack Grealish. I was just going to say Dewsbury Hall. I was just going to say Dewsbury Hall 100%. And I'll tell you why now. I don't know where my banner's gone. I'm looking for it now. There we go. Put it back on. The reason I say Dewsbury Hall is because, first of all, fantastic that he got his goal. Cracking interplay with Jack Grealish on the goals. Dewsbury Hall was round a lot of the goals. And what I really liked about Dewsbury Hall as well is he gets stuck in. He got his yellow card at the start, but he luckily kept his head screwed on and didn't get a second. And do you know at the end, when we were struggling at the end of the game, Dewsbury Hall kept getting us up the pitch and getting us free kicks and kept getting fouled. And I really like that. He just gets his body in the way. And do you know when you need someone, when you're struggling, you've got your backs against the ropes to just get us up the pitch and just put us back in control? Dewsbury Hall did that towards the end of the goal, which I found fantastic. And he looks like he's a hungry man to win at Everton, Dewsbury Hall does. And he got his goal. He was around the assists. And I think Dewsbury Hall today was the man of the match. He was cracking. Jack Grealish is one of them where he's always a go, tandem joy. So they're always there for your man of the matches as well. But I just think Dewsbury Hall was even better today than what he normally is. So he was my man of the match today. What have we got? Who did you say yours was? Grealish. I want to give it to Grealish myself. I mean, the 2 assists and just his overall general play up and down that field, his communication with Mykolenko. He's actually trying to build his relationship with Mykolenko to get the two of them functioning on the sort of the same wavelength. They're trying to basically get that. If you remember the old Baines Pienaar partnership, if you have that going on there, I think that's something that could potentially be terrifying. But I mean, I'm looking for the squad right now.
Ghana, Luke. Tazul mentions there. I'm trying to get the comments on saying about who they thought man of the matches. Tazul said, I thought Ghana did put a shift in today, actually, and he was up for it. He had a big argument with one of the players, didn't he, with the manager? It was a moment where the manager, And
Calling the
Garner
manager
didn't
out
like
for
that.
applauding the bloody dirty tactics.
Yeah,
Basically
one of
calling
the
them out
players
for it.
took them out, and the manager was loving the Wolves player taking the Everton player out, but then Garner went mad at him, and I think that rev Garner up for the game even more. Who else have we got in the comments? Don't forget Alcaraz, Diblin, and McNeil, who can't even start. That's how good the competition is.
Oh yeah,
He was everywhere. Grealish, same as you here. Look,
yeah, absolutely.
Shelley thinks the same as you. Nick thinks the same as me. Rod's good competition between me and you. Rod's going with you. Going to separate us here, Luke. We might have to have a fight on the channel. Who else have we got? Grealish again for me. It's hard not to give it Grealish because he's just a goat. He's in control of everything. He is like, he's better.
No.
Come at me now. I don't even care if you come at me. Grealish is better than James Rodriguez. I don't even care what you say. Grealish. A lot of people said, "Oh, when you compared them both, they said, nah, Grealish is nothing like James Rodriguez." I'm telling you, Grealish is an absolute boiler. Is that boiling hot because he's a baller? Kevin Dewsbury Hall. Yeah, a lot of people saying either probably Dewsbury Hall or Grealish there, Luke, I think.
Yeah. I'm looking at the squad at the moment, though. One of the interesting ones, this could be a potential interesting problem we have in the future. So we've got Diblin coming into the squad. He's going to try and break through to the squad. Who does he replace? Because I'm looking at this squad right now. You can't replace Garner. He's too good for us at the moment. You can't replace just a Garner Gay. You can't replace Shrewsbury Hall. You can't replace Grealish. You can't replace Ndai. Who does he replace? I mean, you could change up the tactics and go 4-1-4-1 and having a near front four of basically Grealish, Shrewsbury Hall, and Ndai, and Diblin, with Shrewsbury Hall and Ndai basically being a hybrid 10 system. So you have double 10s. But who falls out of the squad?
The thing is, though, I don't think it's even going to be like you've got the AFCON where
you're going to lose Ndai.
Yeah,
you're losing Ndai, Beto, and it's Gay, I think.
So he'll get his chance then. But sometimes Njai doesn't last full games. He gets cramp and he's off in 60 minutes. Sometimes Njai might be injured. Grealish as well. He could pull up injured. So it's one of them. When you've got your best team, it's going to be really hard for Tyler Diblin to get in. But you always know that we are going to have wingers that are injured, wingers that are not fully fit. And I think that'll be Tyler Diblin's moment to come in and try and keep the spot. Hopefully he can create good competition in those spots. I don't think we'll see McNeil as much. There are talks that McNeil might be leaving, but I'd keep
Schmitty's pretty much up the door now.
Yeah, someone said Schmitty. I heard loan to Rangers, but now some are saying we could let him go for 8 million after paying 15 million.
Yeah, we're selling him for 8 million with a sell-on clause apparently of 10%.
Paid 15 for him.
You know what?
I'd probably loan him and let him play well and try and get his value up. I would personally. I wouldn't.
Thing is, he has potential, but I don't see him as a Premier League sort of potential in all fairness because he's too slight on the ball. He's so easily dispossessed. That's the main problem. And don't get me wrong, like I said, he's a really, really good player in his day. I think La Liga, Ligue 1, Bundesliga, that could be his avenue. I mean, the Scottish League is a lot more physical than us, but they're nowhere near as quick. But I do think that's a great place for him to go to and build his reputation up.
Yeah, but if you do put him, play him, let him go abroad or something. If you let him go. If he could, probably some Italian team or some French team would buy him for 15 million. Get your 15 million back. Do you know what I mean? Don't lose 6 million on him. I know you say you've got your clauses on it and stuff like that. I reckon he could be a good player for someone. But I'd let him go on loan. Let him bag a couple of goals like we did with Moise Kean. We let Moise Kean go on loan, didn't we? And he started scoring goals and we got, I don't know how we did it, but we got all the money back for Moise Kean. So
that was more just what's the name? That was the buyback clause. So Moise Kean went back to the Italian league under Juventus and he had to buy him back for 27 million. I remember that one quite well.
Didn't he? Was it at PSG went to or someone? Who did he go to where he scored loads of goals when he went? It was Juventus, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was one of the. It was actually. I think he's at Fiorentina at the moment, and I think he's actually second most goals last season.
Yeah, he's good now. It always happens, doesn't it?
2 seconds.
Another.
What you got to take into account though is the Serie A is a hell of a different type of league to what you've got here in the Premier League. They give your attackers a lot more time on the ball. So when it comes to them sorts of situations, your players are your players are going to have a lot longer to work with it. So an ex-Premier League player going into Serie A, they are going to have an absolute field day. Lukaku did, Ademola Lookman did, Moise Kean did. All those players, once they go into that Serie A, they absolutely love it because they can just run around on that pitch and they know for a fact that after a while they might get challenged, but within like for the first 5 to 10 seconds, no one's going to touch them.
No, I'm just looking in the comments there. Richard Stars reposted this stream.
Oh, thank you, Richard.
I think Nick Carr says, we are coming to an end now, people. We said this would be a quick one. We're all happy, so let's just go and celebrate. Go and get yourself a Chinese. Go and get yourself a Mackie D's. Get yourself whatever you want. We're happy. Us Evertonians are happy. You know what I mean? Go and treat your kids now. We're in a good mood. Everton are winning. We're happy. And I'm loving it. I am. This season, because it's, as an Everton fan, the last 4 or 5 seasons, it's been draining. It's been stressful. And I don't care. If you do love Everton like we do, it ruins your weekend when we lose. It really does. And we haven't been losing, so we've been having good weekends, baby. We're going to have a lot more good weekends too. So I'm excited about where this is going to go. I know it's going to get better. And in the comments there, Nick Carr says, I think eventually Dewsbury will drop deeper and Grealish and Njai and Dibbling can play as the front three. But I do think that I agree with you. I see that. But I also do think that that Dewsbury was really good in the 10 today. So be hard to take that 10 position off him when he smashed it today, because on the edge of the box, I thought Dewsbury with Jack Grealish was really good at linking stuff up. We've got good options. This is a good headache to have, a really, really good headache to have. I am going to end the show now, people. Luke, give yourself a plug. Where can they find you? Because I pulled you in from to come on with me today, because obviously Paul's away at the theatre. Where can they find you? Give yourself a plug.
Right, so if you guys want to find me, just go onto YouTube and look up School Science TV. You will see my stuff on here. As you know, the drone footage is coming to an end very soon. So what we're going to end up having is a lot of pre-match and post-match stuff with the occasional little transfer talk. So a lot of the stuff that we do is very similar to how Dan runs his channel, just with a very different twist, essentially. So instead of having a white background, you got a blue background. That's about it, really. To be honest, we're very similar with different opinions every now and then. Yeah,
we've all got different opinions, but it's good as long as you don't take them to heart and just express them and just accept that people think different. It's fine. I mean, I personally think Beto is better than Del Piero. Luke's still not sure about him. Actually, I think Beto is better than Cristiano. Beto is better than Messi. He's better than the lot. You know what I mean? He's going to score 20 goals this season, Beto is. But I think that Luke would probably be looking for the pig flying if I was to say that. Right, everybody. You know what? Everton. What about that one? That one. Oh, I love it. Illiman and Jai with the Big Bad Wolf celebration. Everybody, that is it. We will see you again soon. I will make sure I get the pre-matches on. It was mine and my partner's 8-year anniversary yesterday, so we didn't do a pre-match show. We went out swimming outdoors near the sea, and we went to a circus as well with the kids, which was pretty cool. Our house is a circus with the kids, but we went to a circus, and I've got some good videos actually. I'll let you see them. But yeah, that is it. Evertonians are all happy, and we fight with all of our might, and nobody's going to beat us this season because we're going to be unbeaten. As we said last time, Luke, we're going to be unbeaten in the Hill Dickinson Stadium. Everyone's going to come and think, oh, this stadium's beautiful. And then they're going to think, you know what? The football's even better because we are the famous EFC and we're back, baby. We are back. That is it. Speak to you soon. We don't want the international break, do we, Luke? I just want to do streams where we win every time and just celebrate.
Just need to keep on going. We just need to keep on going. I can't
be on rolling, keep on rolling like love it. Up the tops, everyone. I'm a boss one, and that is the end of the show. Watching down the